Skirious problems.
Jimmy, what's your Skirious problem?
Mate, my Skirious problem is that we had a great plan on Friday, and I was supposed to finish first, and you were supposed to finish second, but I just didn't meet up to the appointment, mate. Just
I'm not gonna lie. I've been like, okay, you know what? Maybe we should actually start at the start for people that have no idea of our plan.
yeah, and also, but it was great tactics or great plan, but the execution was good on your side, not so good on my side. So our plan was to go attack on the
Jimmy,
yeah.
let's start at the start.
Yeah, Blink Festival.
2025.
Last week, spent 3 races, both of us.
Yes.
So the 4 races that happened there are Lysebotn Opp, which is a 10k or 7.5k uphill race, then 50k race in Ålgård, which is place mostly. This is double poling mostly, but a bit classic. And then there was 2 races in Centrum of Sandnes, one 15k mass start for which you had to qualify either with a wild card, a good result on Lysebotn Opp, or with a prologue, and then sprint on Saturday with a prologue. Then we had a great plan
On the Friday.
on the Friday.
But should we start at the Wednesday?
Yeah.
Lysebotn Opp.
Yeah.
Remember when I told in the podcast that I was definitely gonna win and Kruger was not gonna beat me again? Yeah, that didn't work out so well for me.
I kind of had the true. I thought this year was gonna be the one.
I was sure actually, or I wasn't sure. The thing is, I was sure like a week before, maybe at the end of my training camp on Paso de la Vatse. I did this super hard session as my last interval session there, which was 5 by 8 minutes, level 4, and at the end, basically all out. And I felt actually quite good on that session. I trained super well in Paso de la Vatse, maybe a bit too hard the first 2 weeks. I was a bit tired on the last week, but then trained a bit less, managed to do good intervals. And so I did my Lysebotn prep there, 5 by 8 minutes, and I felt super good. I was talking to Alvar afterwards, and he was just like, yeah, you were flying. And then just like, it just pumped my confidence. I was like, yeah, I'm in good shape. I've done what it takes. I've done all the work. I think I'm ready. Came home, and then I didn't train so much the week after, because usually the week after altitude, you just don't try to overdo it, because you've been on training camp for 3 weeks. So yeah.
Yeah, and also I feel like Kruger has been pretty good before, but I feel like the last year and a half, he's not been quite as his top level, and like he's still an extremely good skier.
Yeah, but if you look at his palmarès, I think it's like he peaked in Planica.
Yeah,
I think
I agree.
Planica 2023 was peak Kruger.
So far.
The best skating technique we've ever seen, combined with probably one of the highest ever recorded VO2 maxes, although his numbers are not public, but I'm guessing that it's super high.
Yeah.
So maybe the best skater of all time, I think you could say. Planica 2023.
Yeah, definitely.
But ever after, he didn't really win so many races. Has he maybe won on average 1 or 2 World Cups a year after? Did he win last year?
I'm not sure he won.
Yeah, he won last year, Up Jermis.
Yeah, Up Jermis, yeah.
But
I don't
think he won a regular World Cup last year.
I don't know. He got his medal at the World Champs.
Yeah.
Which was, I guess, his.
Yeah, but there's a big difference in getting 3 gold medals at the World Champs or getting a medal.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
So, yeah, long story short, super good, but starting to go down a little bit. And then I was like, yeah, but I'm kind of coming up a little bit the last years, and I'm still improving. So I was just sure that I was gonna win. And then I've been watching Strava the week after altitude, been watching Instagram, and everybody just looked so quick on all the videos that they posted. And then I started to be a bit like, oh, maybe my shape isn't that good after all. And I started to be a bit insecure. And then when the start list for Lysebotn came out, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like usually it's like 1, 2, 3 good people. And then it's like okay skiers, but not like world-class skiers. And now, honestly, I think the top 5 in Lysebotn now could easily end up being a top 5 in the Olympics.
Yeah, it was actually insane level.
It was insane.
But what was also quite funny is we were talking about how Andreas Fjordenreh, he wasn't so good at Alpe Cermis last year. I think he was,
20th.
20th?
Maybe even further back.
Yeah, so we were like, oh, he's, on paper, it like sounds like he should be good at this, but he's not really that good at this, so... And then...
Yeah, so...
He was good.
Okay,
Second?
then the race, yeah. But let's explain the race for people that didn't get to watch it. We start, goes a bit quick in the valley. Einar Hedegaard goes to the front, pulls all the way through the tunnel because after like, maybe 1.5, 2 kilometers in the race, there's a sprint prize. And then you go into like this 1.5 kilometer long tunnel uphill. And Hedegaard goes to the front, went quite quick, or at least I felt that he was going quite quick. But I felt like, I still got something more to give. I can still easily, obviously I'm breathing, but I can still follow the pace quite good. Out of the tunnel, Hedegaard got a bit bored of skiing in the front, told me to go to the front because I was skiing just behind him. And then I was thinking like, okay, let's just put the hammer down and then see how she goes. Started skiing fast for 1.5K. And then usually if you do that on Lysebotn, or the past years when Kruger's done that, you used to be with like 1 or 2 people, maybe 3 people.
Yeah.
Usually he'd be alone. And so I did that, looked back after 1.5K, realized there's still like 8 or 9 people in the group.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, so that didn't really work out so well. Then I tried to slow down a little bit with the hope that maybe other people will go to the front because it was quite windy as well. Nobody went to the front. Then I ended up skiing in the front for like 4K, I think, or 3K.
Yeah.
And then with 1.5K to go, Fjordenreh just dropped the bump, and I was completely chanceless.
But let's just also explain a bit that like actually skiing in the front on that race, it's not like a normal cross country race where you get lots of drafting and so on.
Yeah, the speed is quite low.
We're going what like 10k an hour or something?
Maybe a bit quicker.
Yeah,
like
or
12.
like maybe 5 minutes per kilometer sort of thing, which is really slow for a cross country race. So actually, when you're in the front, it doesn't make a big difference. It's not
mainly
that much harder.
It's mainly emotional, I think.
Yeah.
Mainly emotional, and I
or
think
like mentally,
mentally, I think depending a little bit on how much wind there is, it can also matter a bit. If there's like lots of headwind, then it definitely matters a bit.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Fjordenreh just dropped the bomb, and I was completely chanceless. Like, he was so much better than me, and then Kruger followed immediately. I got dropped pretty much straight away.
Yeah.
Hedegaard tried to follow. Then I passed Hedegaard again. I was sure that I was going to at least be third. I was like, oh, well, I mean, it's a podium again, so it's not so bad. And then I hear, like, these poles coming from behind. And, like, you're not meant to look back, because in a race, as soon as you look back, it's you get, like, this emotional, mental, like, tick.
Yeah, and it's such a signal for the people coming from behind you as well.
Yeah, because then they know, like, okay, he is on the limit, because otherwise he wouldn't look to the back. But then I was like, fuck, I just really want to know who it is.
Yeah.
Looked back, and all of a sudden I see Ivertil Andersen there. And within a second, he dropped me as well. So then I wasn't on the podium for the first time in 3 years now, which is a bit painful. Anyways, Kruger managed to still drop Fjordenreh and win the race. Fjordenreh second, Ivertil third, which is actually wild. Like, he is... I mean, obviously he works hard, but he is fucking talented as well.
Yeah.
Because, he hasn't, like, roller skied. I think 3 weeks ago, he didn't roller ski for, like, 2 weeks.
It's just been biking every day.
Yeah, and he basically just went all out when he was biking all the time.
Yeah, but I think that's also a sign that, like, it could be that he's so talented that anything he does, he's going to be good.
Yeah.
But it could...
He is fucking good in biking as well.
Yeah.
Like, he's done some of these segments on Strava, in southern France, where basically all these professional cyclists
Yeah,
live.
so yeah.
And he's done like top 2, top 3s on the segments, like everywhere. And then you look at the top 10s of the segments, and it's like Pogacar 1, and then 2 Evertil Anderson, and then 3 is like Matteo Jurgensen, 4 is like Wout Poels, and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Those guys were probably doing like just endurance rides while Ever was attacking the
Yeah,
times
probs.
full guys. But still, I mean, if you look at the top 10s, and it's just big names in there, plus this little cross-country skier from Oslo, then he probably has got the...
Yeah.
He's probably either got an insanely high VO2 max, or he's just super good in biking.
Probably both, to be
And he's
honest.
probably got both, yeah.
He, I think when they had this like pre-Olympic camp in Tenerife, the whole Norwegian national team, and they went biking, and I think Eva was just like dropping everyone on the biking every single time and
Yeah.
making everybody hate their lives.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Right, should we do the first Skirious of the day? Who was, in your opinion, the skier that really came out of that race, showed how good he can be?
Evertil Anderson.
Yeah,
And I'm going to tell you why.
Tell me. Because he beat
Everybody, not because he beat me, but everybody go check out, I think, Jostein Vinjerui on I think he posted a video on Instagram. He posted a video where you come out of the tunnel, and then it's like still, I think, 4K to go. Pretty much 4.5K to go. And then try to spot Evertil Anderson where he is after 4.5K to go.
Yeah.
He's like, I think half a minute back, or is like at least 20 seconds.
Yeah.
I think he's dicking around at like what, place 30. And then he has to pass all these people that are getting dropped. So the gap just keeps increasing. And at the end, he's just there and fighting for the win. Like,
Yeah.
how do you get to the front once you're that far back? I don't get it. You have to be so much better. I'm not
Yeah.
kidding. You have to be so much better than everybody else to bridge that gap and then still fight for the win.
Yeah, for sure. I was going to say maybe Fjorden Ray, because kind of like a little bit unexpected, and kind of like he's not really been that good at this before, and then he just showed that he can be fucking good. But
just for the
considering
people, also just for the people to know what kind of level we're talking about. Harald Østberg Amundsen, who's trained super well, who looks in quite good shape. I think he was what, 7th on that race.
Yeah, I mean, top 10 was like, it could easily have been a World Cup top 10.
Yeah.
Or like not far off. So yeah, it was.
Also has done super well. Our friend of the show and a friend of the neighborhood here, Kasper Herland.
Yeah.
He was. I think he was 7th.
Yeah, he was 7 or 8. Yeah.
Super good.
Yeah, and I mean,
Impressive.
I know Edegard as well. He was good, but
Yeah.
so yeah, that's actually, maybe he's also a contender, but we'll give it for Iver for now.
Evertil Anderson, 100%.
Yeah, and Iver, mate, I've been on some races where like I have a bit shit distance fizz points, or a bit bad now, but like back a few years ago I had like quite bad, and then I started like so far back in the field, and then like I remember in Falun one time, big field, and Eva's just there with me, like place 50 or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you doing, mate?
Yeah.
And then he just still manages to go past, like double poling past people in the uphill.
I think that's the same that happened to him this year in Engadin.
Yeah.
I think he was like 40 seconds back at some point in Engadin, and then he was on a podium.
But then it's like also like, okay, that shows how good you are, but it shows how fucking shit you are doing starts. Like, how can you end up so far back when you're like a skier of that caliber? So you're starting like with the top guys.
Yeah.
So
that's also the thing in Lysebotn. He had like BIP four, five, I think. So he was like standing next to me at the start, and then after like 3 kilometers in the race, he's like 20 seconds back, and you're like, how the hell did you end up here, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah. But okay, I think that's enough for Lysebotn now.
Yeah, or we should maybe talk about the girls' race a tiny bit.
Yeah, we should actually definitely talk about
we should at least say who's the skiers of the day for the women's.
I've picked mine. Helena Marie Fossesholm.
Yeah, but I was.
But
The
it's
problem
just
is
so much
she's
fun.
gonna come for all the races though.
Yeah, but honestly, she is a Skirious skier off blink on the women's side.
Yeah, I
Like, it's
think
not
so
just
too.
of the race. I think she's just. I want to say she's at least as good now as her highest level's been before.
Yeah,
Maybe not better.
hard to tell, mate. This is still summer,
It's still summer,
but
but
like
it's still
she is showing how good she is.
yeah.
Yeah, she like 4 or 5 years
Yeah.
ago she was super good, like almost could fight for a medal at the Olympics, and then suddenly
Yeah.
had a terrible season, and then really took time to come back from that. And I think I kind of agree. I think she's back. So
Yeah, I think there definitely have to the women that will definitely have to count with her
yeah,
in winter.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say. That's fair to say.
Thursday's race, 50k classic.
Whew.
Yeah.
I'm 26 and I'm already getting worse on it every year.
Yeah,
Like, year by year, I just get dropped earlier. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
yeah. I mean,
Like, then you talk to Muzzy, like, oh, how do you get good in double poling? And then he's like, oh, you just have to double pole uphills all the time now. And then I do exactly that. And then I get dropped even earlier than the year before.
yeah.
I don't get it. I actually don't get what I'm doing wrong.
I think, but I watched the race and it looked like there was people attacking like all the time.
Mate,
Like-
it was mayhem. I was like, you know when you can tell when a race is going fast from the outside, because you can't even tell by looks, because usually, especially on the men's side, I feel when people are fresh, they just do these like long pushes and it just looks so relaxed, but it's just because it's super powerful, not because they're going really easy.
Yeah,
Trond Nystad, a guy that I work with, and he's a good friend, he always says good skiers look really slow, and I agree 100%.
yeah,
When you look slow, you usually go quite fast in skiing.
yeah. Because you're just like skiing relaxed
Yeah.
and like
But
not using so much.
So how you
energy.
can tell if a race is going really fast? When it's like single file. As soon as it goes into a single file in a race,
Yeah,
it goes really quick.
yeah, for sure.
And that we experienced after like 700 meters into the race for the first time.
Yeah,
And then I was like, oh, what the fuck is happening here right now? And it was just, honestly, that race was just a gift that kept on giving. It's just like people going fast all the time. And then first lap, we went fast for half a lap. Then we went somewhat chill for half a lap. Second lap, I just felt okay. They started picking up the pace, and we just never went slow again.
yeah,
We just went fast all the time.
yeah.
And then I had this moment in the third lap when so my tactic for the race was like, I knew obviously that's not my thing. I knew I'm not gonna win it. So my goal was just to get to the finish with the main group. And I was just trying to not waste too much energy, and I got dropped a bit back far in the group, but I wasn't panicking because I was like, oh yeah, it's only third lap now. And then I thought there were like roadworks, and somebody skied on my poles, and then I heard somebody say, sorry, Mika, and it sounded to me like that was Muzzy's voice.
Yeah.
I was quite sure that it was Muzzy, and like 400 meters later, you take like a left turn, and it goes up a climb. And from there, it's like this bit of hilly, wavy, rolling terrain.
Yeah.
And we turn left, and I see Muzzy in the front, like 30 or 40 positions ahead of me. So then I was like, okay, that was definitely not Muzzy. And the other thing I realized was like, fuck, if Muzzy turns up the climb first, that means we're going to go fast as
Mate.
fuck now.
It looked so shit.
We went so fast up that climb. And I tried to bridge groups, which I somewhat managed, but then I was just, fuck, I was just so tired.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when I get tired, I just can't double pull fast anymore,
Yeah.
which is like exactly what you're doing in that race. You're just like high speed double pulling all the time.
Yeah.
And when I get tired, I can't do it.
Yeah. I think it was like, it looked a bit like Muzzy's maybe not in the greatest shape. So he just went to the front
Yeah.
and just attacked in every single uphill to try and kill as many people as possible.
Yeah, well,
Kind
he
of
managed.
almost worked, but then he got counterattacked and smashed at the end.
Did you watch the race on
Yeah.
television? What's the story about Alvar Mühlbäck? I heard so many people saying about him breaking poles and then still winning. What?
Oh, so he broke a pole. Apparently, from Pellegrino broke his pole like early on in the race.
Yeah.
So then, when you break a pole in that race, you go all the way to the back of the group, get a new pole, and then you have
But
to.
was it in the start of the race?
It must have been because Pellegrino
Yeah,
did
okay,
only
yeah.
2 laps.
Yeah. Oh, then it's not that bad though.
So that it's not so horrific. Like honestly, in these races, like it's quite normal to break a pole. Like
Especially when you're skiing close to you.
shut up, that's not true. I always get my poles broken.
Yeah, but that's just because you don't have any control over your poles and you just
Nah,
put them
nah,
between
mate.
other people's feet.
Nah, I was just in those races. There's like so many people skiing so close to each other,
Yeah.
and honestly, like even if you're trying to be careful, like there's gonna be someone that skis over your pole. Like Pellegrino said that Alvar kind of like changed tracks, which is basically skated to move out of the way, and just did it randomly without any so much space, and then put his pole in front of his on Pellegrino's roller skiing. So
Yeah, but that's the thing with these long distance, or generally with roller ski races. There's just lots of poles are being broken, and everybody always thinks that other people break poles on purpose when it's just like it just happens in
Yeah.
races. Nobody breaks a pole
But
on
the f-
purpose.
what kind of happens is like you're skiing so close to each other,
Yeah,
and then when you put the pole and the roller ski just hits the pole,
yeah,
then the pole's broken like instantly.
especially yeah,
So yeah, and then like of course he attacked on Muzzy after Muzzy had led for ages, so then Muzzy had no chance to keep up.
yeah,
So yeah, but I'm gonna say something that's funny that we should actually talk about is that there was basically this breakaway with all the like most of the big teams. So there was like Lager, 157, Ramenden, and Akadali with Andrew Young. There was a breakaway with these 3 skiers in it, and so logically, it should be the other long distance team that should attack. So Rug the Charge should be like the other team that attack. But no, there was this Finnish skier, Emil Likari, who thought it was a good idea to like go to the front and like try to catch up the group, and just led for ages at the front, just pushing the pace.
tell you a fun story.
And then they bridged back up. As soon as they bridged back up, Muzzy attacked, and then Emil just went to the back and got dropped.
Because I was just gonna tell you a fun story. You know who was skiing behind Emil because he thought like, oh, just better follow Emil.
You?
Yes. And tell you who got dropped exactly in the same point with him?
Yeah.
Me. But
Fair enough. Like he made a good session out of it, probably. But like, you'd say like, for me watching, I was like, oh fuck, come on, like
yeah,
this is
True.
definitely not biking.
true.
There's definitely more tactics in long distance skiing, especially on roller skis. It's not quite as much as it can be, I think, in the future.
But it's also
And let's talk quickly about the women's race as well. I think it's there's, as always, Astrid Slind, mate, is just so much better than everyone.
yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
It's a bit depressing, I think, for the other ones.
Yeah, she's just so good on double poling, but I think she just does so much of it. So then
Yeah,
difficult
but
to.
does she still double pull as much as she used to?
Yeah, I think so. From what I've heard from Muzzy, like yeah. And the thing is, I think she double pulls with a lot of guys
Yeah.
with like slightly faster roll skis. So she does intervals with like Muzzy and Thomas Maloney Vesgaard and
Thomas Maloney Westgarp, mate.
Yeah,
How good is he?
yeah. But then I think she just does these intervals where she's like over speed,
Yeah.
and then you just get so good at this like double pulling, and then you just smash everyone in races. Like when everybody's at the top speed, she still has like another two gears, and then when she wants to drop people, she'll drop them.
Yeah. Who was? Wait, it was. Celia was third.
There was Laura Gimler. Who
Yeah,
was
no, Laura Gimler was third.
third,
Exactly.
and there was Lotta Idnesveng who was second.
Yeah, and then Celia was fourth.
And it was
Emilia was.
No, there was actually Oline Vesta,
Yeah.
which is a young skier from
Team Anlegast.
yeah, and she used to be on the Elon team. And I was gonna say that was my Skirious of the day for that race because I think she was definitely outperformed herself. Or like we don't know her so much, and now she just shows that she can beat like almost all the long distance skiers and fight with like World Cup skiers. So kudos to her.
But like the women's race and the men's race, they obviously take place at the same time there. I think the women's just start a bit after us, or how is it?
Yeah, 2 minutes after.
So it basically takes place at the same time, and made for the whole race there can just be one Skirious skier. It's the KOT, mate.
Yeah.
But they should just like open up the account again, start posting ridiculous stuff, because there's no way in the world that he's gonna show up somewhere and not be the king of Trondheim.
Yeah, he just went to the. He said he was like on the limit on the first lap, so he just sprinted and went to the front and just did some stupid stuff like showing his kissing his biceps and just like pretending it
Started
was
to
like
sprint
just so
away
easy.
from him.
Yeah, and everyone was like, "What the fuck, mate?"
It was so good.
But honestly, I think lots
Honestly,
of people rate it and lots of people think it's funny. So
I rated it so much. I thought it was the best thing that happened to the race. And,
Did you see it live, or?
I didn't see it live.
Yeah.
And then when I sat in the car on the way back to the hotel, I was opening Instagram and I just saw actually the video you posted on Skirious Problems, I think. And I just broke down laughing. I thought this is the best thing I've seen all day.
The thing is, he was saying that they're gonna stop with King of Trondheim because it's like too much effort and so on. But he cannot do it. He will not manage. He can't avoid it. Like he will always do stupid shit like this.
There is no stopping the King of Trondheim. The king, like, long live the king, mate. It's just what it is.
Yeah. So he should just own it. And
Yeah.
Skiers of the day for the boys, Mika.
KOT.
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 Okay. I actually, because you didn't see the race, I guess. So
Yeah.
but I'm actually gonna say Sivert Vig because he was. He's more of a sprinter, but he was showing how good he can be.
Yeah,
in
but
double
he's super
polling.
good in roller skiing, and or especially on long distance races on roller skis.
Yeah,
quite often. I think he was on the podium before.
I think he won Top of the Zek a few years ago, but there was like a breakaway and so on. Like this was more like he was just really good.
Yeah. No, but he's it breaks my heart, but he's the ultimate NPC.
He is definitely an NPC.
He's the ultimate NPC. He's so fucking good.
He's been to 2 world champs and hasn't raced at the world champs.
Oh, he's like just wearing the exact same suit that everybody wears. He's so insanely good. But
he's just got this like
he's the NPC.
Few percent. If he had those few percent extra, he'd be like on the national team and so on. But
yeah, that's just how she goes in Norway, right?
Maybe
mate?
Today's the year. Maybe this year's the year.
And then I heard rumors about an appointment on Friday in Sandnes on the 9th lap. But
yeah.
somehow only 2 of the 4 people showed up to the appointment.
Yeah, that was a problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because just to give you a bit of feedback or a bit of
Insight.
What was supposed to happen was last year I kind of attacked.
We're talking about the 15K race in Sandnes in the city center.
Yeah,
right now.
so it's 13 laps, 15K, and last year I was going for a sprint and I attacked the lap before, and then I got a gap.
Why did you get a gap?
Because I skied fast. Oh yeah, and then Mika slowed down, and I hadn't realized how far ahead I was. And then I just kind of slowed down. Everybody caught me, and everyone was like, "What the fuck? Why did you not continue and try to win?" And I was like, "Oh, I hadn't really thought about that."
and also,
so this year I was like, "Okay, we're gonna do the exact same thing, and we're gonna go 2 people because the thing is, it's after 10 laps when everybody's attacked for the sprints, and it's pretty. Everybody's a bit tired, and nobody wants to work because it's soon the finish." So this year we decided to do me and Mika would attack at the same time, and we had this other guy Benji Moser, he would go behind and like slow down so that we
Because
could break
the thing
away
is, you just need to slow down. You don't even need to slow down for long. You just need
to
you
not follow.
yeah, you just need somebody that's not following you, so you have a
Yeah.
gap. Because as soon as you have a little gap of like a second or two, people will start to hesitate.
Yeah.
And the thing is with this race, it's honestly it's my favorite race of the year. It's so much fun to do. It's like in the city, there's lots of people watching. It's actually just really good fun doing it.
Yeah.
Even if you're not doing it for the win, it's just really much fun doing it. And then we were just thinking, okay, how can we actually pull this off? If we are two people that break away, we get a small gap and we work together,
Yeah.
then we actually have a chance of making it solo for 3 laps. Because 3 laps is a long way.
Yeah,
That's
for
like
sure.
4 kilometers, I think. 3.5 maybe.
Yeah, 3.3.
And so we were quite sure, okay, if we'll get the gap, then we actually have a chance of making it to the finish. If we don't get the gap, we still have another card to play. I'm just going to go fast as fuck in the front, just kill myself,
Yeah.
and basically lead out the sprint for Benji Moza, because Benji
Yeah.
is super quick in the finish straight. So plan is find each other on the 9th lap. We also told Muzzy about it, because like we said, you just need this one guy that makes sure you get the gap.
Yeah.
Or you just need to be lucky that you get a gap. And plan was find each other on the 9th lap, get in position, attack on the 10th lap.
Yeah.
Going into the 9th lap, Muzzy crashed in the first lap. He was out of the race. I was looking back. I was like, where the hell is Jimmy? Where is he? No, Jimmy, but to be honest, I was a bit tired already because the race had gone quite quick.
Oh, mate.
It went quite fast.
Understatement. I was just I wanted to be there, mate, but like it was just like it would just attack, stop, attack, stop, attack, stop. And the thing is, I was quite far back, and usually on this race, I just chill at the back and then go to the front when it's like towards the end, and then do quite well. But this year, I was like, actually, I can't do it. And because you were at the back, I was at the back with like the Conan effect. I think it just like killed me, and so I was like on the 9th lap, I was like, okay, now I need to go to the front to go and do a sprint with Mika. And then I was like, okay. And then instead I just got dropped.
Yeah. So I was
I
looking back.
have not got dropped on this race for the last
Yeah, but it's been insane this year. So many
5
people got
years or
dropped.
something.
So many people.
Yeah,
got
like
dropped.
half the field got dropped. And that doesn't happen usually because it was headwind.
But we actually went super fast.
Yeah, and it was less people this year as well. It was only 30 people. Usually it's 35.
Yeah. So, anyways, Jimmy's not there. Given up on the little plan.
Yeah.
Going into the 10th lap after the 9th lap, and I hear one guy. If you want to try, I'm here. And I look to the right and I see MVP Benji Moza. And then I was hesitating a little bit. I was like, fuck. I'm not that fresh anymore. But then I was
Yeah.
also thinking, I don't think anybody's really fresh.
Yeah.
After the bridges, got the possibility to, basically go through a very little gap on the inside of a corner where there wasn't really a gap, past Amundsen. Attacked as fast as I could. I was a little bit lucky because I think Amundsen was very surprised that I went.
Yeah.
Didn't react immediately. Then there's a right corner, and in the right corner, Benji Moza came to the front.
Yeah.
So then nobody followed there either. And then 2 seconds became 3.5 seconds. And then it was basically done. Then I was like, okay, and now it's a
Time trial.
5-minute all-out effort.
That's more than 5 minutes. Or it's like 3 laps is more like 7 minutes, mate.
Yeah, so it's like a 7-minute all-out effort.
Yeah.
And that's just what I did.
Yeah.
And then I was quite sure that they were gonna catch me back all the time. I looked back once and I saw Amundsen at that. Or actually, I didn't look back. What I did, there's like 2 places in the track where you see a big screen.
Yeah.
and I just always looked up on the big screen
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
see him or if I don't see him.
Yeah.
And then one time I saw Amundsen at the front, and then afterwards, yeah, I don't think anybody really wanted nor could.
Yeah,
And
but that's exactly why I thought the plan could work. Is nobody wants or can just bridge up like 10 seconds. So if you manage to get those 10 seconds, you just need to go the same speed as people behind.
And the thing is also like, just before I tried, or actually exactly as I tried, I realized like, okay, this is never gonna work. This
Yeah.
is such a long way, and I'm so tired already. But everybody behind is tired,
Yeah.
and if I manage to go, let's say 37 kilometers per hour on the flat there,
Yeah.
let's okay, I don't know how fast we're actually going, but on the flat I think it's actually close to 35, 36 k per hour, because I think the
don't think
average
so.
speed we do is pretty much 30 k per hour.
Or nah, because on the sprint we're doing the lap, like the prologue was like 2 minutes for 1.1k, so that's like close. That's a little bit over 30k an hour.
It's quite a bit over 30. That's like 32 then probably. But
Yeah,
that's
or-
average, huh? And you have to start from
Yeah, so
standstill.
yeah, but you're not going over. You're doing that's like one lap though. So like okay, maybe like 210 you're doing per lap,
Yeah.
which is not far off 30k an hour, but
So, but okay, let's say I do
or
33k an hour on the flat part there,
yeah 30k an hour.
on the straight.
Yeah,
If I'm 5 seconds ahead, the people behind me, they have to go like
yeah,
37k per hour then. So they have to go 5k per hour than me in order to close the gap without dying themselves.
yeah.
And that just, yeah, it's like at least as hard as going yourself in the front.
Definitely. Yeah.
And that was good fun. The first
that was cool. I
race-
was I got like obviously a bit dropped, but with lots of people obviously, and then I was like looking at the screen and I was like, what the fuck? He's actually done it. He's actually gone for it, and then it worked. So that was cool.
Yeah, good fun.
Yeah,
I almost couldn't believe it myself that it worked.
yeah,
It's also fun to win a race.
yeah, for sure.
I don't know when I think I actually literally haven't won a race for like 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. And then Skirious of the day for the boys then.
Also, for the people watching the video podcast, yes, I just moved over to Jimmy because our other
Cameras.
camera stopped working.
I know exactly who's the Skirious of the day actually. You can't say yourself. It's not you, mate.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna say Erik Engel.
He was good. He was good, but
He was a legend because he's just, I think he had like the second or third to last bib, and like literally at the end of the first lap, he was in the front. I
yeah.
was like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah, but
How did you end up here?
I mean you can do that, but I thought it wasn't smart to do that because like
Mate, it wasn't smart. The guy got fucked pretty much straight away.
yeah. But Benji Moser, mate, because like
Yeah.
honestly he would have won.
But,
Or,
but-
okay,
but-
not necessarily,
but
but like he won that sprint
but that's
of
the
the
thing,
group
if-
of like 14 guys that are fucking good skiers.
Yeah, but that's the thing. In a tactic like that, when you have a super good sprinter and somebody that can actually go the distance, it's actually perfect for both of them. Because Benny obviously is not going to help catching him
Yeah.
back. So he's just going to sit in the back, or not in the back, but he's just going to sit on like, what, second, third, fourth position.
Yeah.
And then Amundsen tried.
Yeah.
He killed himself. And then basically, apart from Amundsen, who was in the group who was super quick?
I don't know. There must have been some guys. But
Yeah,
they were. I mean,
definitely,
Hedegaard, of course, but like
Hedegaard,
I
yeah.
think he was.
Hedegaard tried, I think, actually.
Yeah.
And Hedegaard went fast before I attacked.
Okay.
So I think he was tired. And that's the thing, you actually get two...
We have to say that Clavo got dropped.
Yeah, I think Klebo came in the finish like 2 minutes behind.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. So then you don't... for a team, it's perfect because then you have two people that are in an ideal position. Because at the back, you have this super strong guy that's not going to help closing the gap on me. And for him, he doesn't have to do anything,
Yeah.
but just follow.
Yeah.
So that's like, yeah, it's...
Yeah, for
Win-win.
sure. but
Win-win.
still a fucking good effort.
Yeah,
from
yeah,
him.
insanely good.
So
But
that's why and we can't say you may on Skirious of the day because that's like that would be
I just wanted to say me because I've never won a race before.
you. You've never. Is that true?
Not on that level, no.
Really? Okay. Right, you're almost as good as me then. I've got 2 second places, 1 victory in Blink. What have you got? Second, third,
Second, third, and
first.
victory.
Yeah. You're almost as good as me and not quite, mate. Soon.
Soon.
And for the girls, we said Foster Solm. Like, honestly, she went to the front at the start.
Yeah.
And then just put the pace up and then won the sprint. Like, what the fuck?
But
Like,
the
she
thing
was
is
so
also,
much better than
honestly, when
everyone.
you're racing in the race, and obviously we'd love to talk more about the girls' races as well, but I can't, like, when I'm racing on race day, I'm only bothered with what I do. And
for
I
sure.
haven't seen the girls' race. Like, obviously, you look at the results afterwards,
Yeah.
and you try to watch it on television, but apart from that, Fossolm was super good, and she was in the news everywhere that she was being super good.
Yeah.
I don't really know what happened so much in the women's
Oh, it
races.
was quite a big group.
I just saw somebody crash quite
it-
hard. Who was that?
Not
On a
sure.
bridge.
Yeah. I'm not sure who it was, but
That looked a bit bad, actually.
yeah. But it was a big group of girls, like 10 girls maybe, fighting for, which is unusual for girls. No, normally it's more like a small group of like 3-4 girls.
But what did Kachi say? Did it go super fast or did it not go so fast?
Medium, like not as fast as it has gone before,
Yeah.
but quite fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, Foster Solm I think just went hard enough that everyone got tired, but then she got them at the finish. But
Yeah.
so I think that's cool. Yeah, and also we have to say that Klæbo lost an intermediate sprint and then got dropped. That's actually quite surprising.
And did you see him after? Because I just saw him go for the intermediate sprint on lap 6, I want to say.
Yeah.
And against Lars Bjertnæs, I think he's called. And I just
Or
saw him go.
Is it not Bjarte? Or one of them, yeah, Bjertnæs, yeah.
Bjertnæs, one of them.
There's 2 brothers.
And I just saw Klæbo starting to sprint, and then it just looks so quick. And then I saw on the big screen that he was just 2. So that he lost the intermediate sprint, and he was like hanging over his knees. I don't think he liked that lactate so much there.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I said to him in the first lap of the race? We started, and I look at him, and I just told him, "Oh, you look quite fresh for a dude that's trained 350 hours in the last 2 months."
What did he say?
He was laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He thought it was fun, or I think he thought it was funny.
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't say anything though.
No, but maybe that was just because he didn't have so much breath left.
Yeah.
I mean, he got dropped pretty much.
The thing
quick
is,
after.
yeah, but like the way it was is like every time there was an intermediate sprint, there was like some French or some prick like you that would go to the front and then put the pace up.
Yeah, but I didn't ski so much in the front. We have Skirious of today, but I'm gonna put out MVP. That's also Benny, but I'm gonna put legend of the day. I'm gonna put him in there. Hugo Lapalou.
Yeah.
Best tactics I've seen in my life. I think lap 6, intermediate sprint.
Yeah.
Intermediate sprint's over. Hugo goes to the front. Goes really fast for 2 laps.
Yeah.
New intermediate sprint at lap 9. Just before the intermediate sprint, he gets really tired, starts going really slow, and then I think he got dropped. Which is like, you know what, I'm going to just wait for a moment in the race when there's like literally nothing to win, nothing to catch in the middle of the race, also not at the end of the race. Then I'll go to the front, go really fast for 4 minutes, and go just fast enough to not do any damage, but get really tired myself.
Yeah. But I feel like that's like standard, like the Frenchies, like the distance skiers. Back in the day, I remember there was like Maurice Magnifica. He would just go to the front and just go like semi-hard, just so that it was hard enough that he can sprint at the end, and then all Norwegians would go past. And like, it's like classic sort of like distance skier kind of, oh, I'm probably not going to be so great, so I'll just go to the front and put the pace up.
Yeah.
And then do a bit shit. But I'm guess if you ask them, I'm guessing they'd be quite satisfied about it.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah.
Good times. I just saw it and I was like, yeah, I like those tactics.
Yeah.
That brings us to the sprint.
Yeah.
Should I tell you what I did when the sprint was?
Not watched it.
I flew home.
Yeah.
My flight was going home in the morning. Then I arrived here, and I had like some ergo session on the plan.
Yeah.
And then I just waited long enough so I could watch Blink on the
Yeah.
ergo. And then I started watching biathlon of the juniors, I think. And then I got so bored,
Yeah.
and then I started watching some nature documentary.
So you didn't watch the
didn't
sprint?
watch any of the sprint.
What the fuck? It was. I mean, I'd like to say that. You know, I've been in the final last 4 years, 5 editions, and then this year when I in chorus, I was not even top 20. It was a bit shit.
Was it because you felt shit, or was it because?
Oh, I got pushed out on the last corner. I was next to Sivert Vig,
Yeah.
or like he was tiny bit behind, and so last corner I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go quite like roll skis. I'm gonna go quite close to him, like,
Yeah.
and then he didn't like that so much, so he like pushed me. Honestly, there was in my opinion, there was like place for two. And then so he like pushed me, but like he didn't push me like to the side. He pushed me like back. And then I just slipped on the there's like a zebra crossing. I just slipped on the zebra crossing and almost crashed.
Also, what's a bit fun.
Lost
for
all my
people-
speed and yeah. And then I went to him in the finish. I was like, oh mate, that was a bit unnecessary. And then he started, and I wasn't even that pissed. I was just a bit like, oh, that was like why. And then he started screaming in Norwegian with his fucking dialect from the West Coast. And I had no idea what he was saying, but he was saying that he was going to crash or something otherwise.
But the good thing is also.
So it
with
was definitely
Jimmy-
my fault.
The good thing is with Jimmy, when Jimmy says, "Oh, there would have easily been space for two," you can just be sure that there definitely was not space for two.
It was definitely space for two. But whatever. Honestly, I didn't even care that much. And he actually qualified.
Yeah.
But because the thing is, I was just so tired from the race before, from the day before.
Yeah.
Like even before the prologue, I was just like so empty. So I don't know if it was. I was quite okay on Lysebotn. I was like, for me, like a sprinter, like I showed I
Yeah.
had decent capacity. Like, but I think I was just so tired. Maybe too much hard training before and so on. So, but or I'm doing the Muzzy tactic, which is going slow in the summer so you can go fast in the winter.
So you have like this new bag of shape theory where
Yeah.
you have like a limited amount of shape and you just want to take out
Yeah.
so much.
I'm not taking too much shape out of my bag. I had planned to take more out,
Yeah.
but somehow it just didn't come out. So
Fuck.
I would like to, yeah. But at the same time, I don't care because I've been good in Blink before and I've been shit in Blink before, and I've been good in the winter before and I've been shit in the winter before, and it has nothing to do with how good I've been in the summer. So doing my best and stay on target, mate, and it's gonna be good.
Since I've won Blink this year, I'm just gonna state that I think Blink is insanely important.
Yeah, say it.
It's super important. It's insanely important to be good there.
Yeah, you'll just need Benny to be behind you in the winter, mate, and block everyone.
Yeah, or maybe we just need to use roller skis in the winter also.
Yeah.
Right, Blink 2025. Jimmy, you've got anything to add?
Nah. No. I think.
Who won the women's sprint? Who won the men's sprint actually?
I think women's sprint was not Fastness. Klæbo won the men's sprint. Not Fastness. It was Lotte Idnes-Weng that won the women's sprint, and was it not Fastness that won the women's sprint? And Lotte Idnes-Weng was second, and
But who won the men's
Tirol
sprint?
Idnes-Weng
Klæbo.
was third. Yeah, Klæbo. It was Klæbo, Evan Northug, I'm pretty sure, and talk shit for 15 seconds.
Okay, I just know that Benji Moser was seventh because Benji Moser is the only guy that I am interested in. Also, the aura farming, what we did, and especially what they did, it seemed to work quite well. So everybody out there, training doesn't matter. Just go out, do some aura farming. That's what makes you good.
Yeah, aura farming's the way to go.
Yeah, aura farming is the shit. Also, mate, you're faffing about.
there's so many results. It's actually
But
insane.
I think people can't imagine how many races there are going on Blink, because there's like kids races going on there as well, and I think they start at 6:45 in the morning, 2 or 3 days in a row. It's insane. It's like literally every 2 seconds you
Yeah.
feel like there's kids coming past.
Klæbo, Nordic, Oskar Opstad-Vike, Ansgar Evensen, Mathias Holbeck, Lukas Chanava. And that's for the men.
Women's.
For the women's, it was Fosterholm, Lotta Idnesveng, Tirol Idnesveng, like I had said, Matilda Mirvold, Karina Gerting, and Pia Fink.
Nice to get a German in there as well.
Yeah, but funny that Norwegians smashed everyone this year. Norwegians are just in good shape.
Norwegian girls.
Like men as well. Like this, Shanava was the only one not Norwegian in the final, and
Yeah, but I feel
he was last.
Yeah.
So
I feel the Italians weren't in that great shape. They all had some kind of trouble in the 50k. Some broke a pole, some got cramps, some I think Kiko had some stomach issues.
and most likely the Italians have just been training a fuckload, and
Yeah.
that's why they're tired.
Yeah.
Because they've probably been on camp the last 2 weeks doing like 1,000,000 hours training. So
But what about the French? Why were the French not that good?
don't know, but like they were not so good on Lysebotn either, or like they were good, but like you would expect them to be fighting for the win. And
Yeah, obviously like Ugo and honestly the only
Lapierre
two
and-
people missing in there like in the top 10 were Hugo and Jules.
yeah, but they were. I mean, they were not far from top 10, but
Yeah, but still, I mean,
yeah. So like yeah, I think I don't know why.
the winter will show, time will show.
Yeah,
Jimmy, I think we're through.
yeah. Good work.
Good work. Also, to our listeners, make sure to check out the next podcast that's going to follow, because we've recorded a podcast with Kiko Pellegrino in Sandnes, which will drop maybe 1 or 2 days after we've uploaded this one. So, yeah, make sure to check it out. Your number one Nordic skiing podcast, Skirious Problems.
Talk later. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.